Weird session today, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this white line. We start volume super high, over 100%, and this thing just nukes. And we thought something was going on, something was wrong, but basically our data provider that we purchase Wall Street's option flow from broke. So they broke here and they broke again after 13.15. That's why you see the white line just nuke and then this big spike here at the end. So we said in the announcements channel, this is going to mess up all of our strategy because rig strategy is based on option volume. And when we don't receive the sweeps during this time, you're looking here, it's 11:17, 76% of average, but we're not receiving any data after 10 o'clock. So you're missing a full hour worth of option trades. And we know that the open is often the most volatile and the most trades get put on then. So that definitely sucked. Thought it was us, it was not us. But the interesting, good thing, positive thing here is we still alerted two excellent trades on SPY and QQQ. Let's look at it now. So we opened lower today. Maybe the market didn't like the NVIDIA news, right above 512. This is why the open is crazy. 4 bears, 1 bull, but look at what happens. We don't even go down 1 full strike, right? This whole first hour, we're just 512, and we never even touch 511. That is bullish. When we have every opportunity to nuke below it and we don't do it, it's a bull market, baby. We're going to keep going up. So 10:30, open session ends, return to the blue, and it kind of chops a little bit before making this move. And this is where personally made a mistake. Exited this trade at a loss, a small loss, because we keep the losses small and the wins big because got into it too early, not patient. If you were patient on this, perfect trade. So 11:04, option volume comes back. We're getting the trades in. And we just moved up, right? We just moved up from the blue to 513. So when these come in, you have to be thinking like, okay, we just moved up. We could keep ramping, but let's see. And if you were patient, right, you go below it, slightly above, you go below it, slightly above, and then this time you just get the ramp, right? I mean, look at these candles. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, and you get a full dollar, okay? You have 1 down, and then you ramp up and get a full $2. So when these come in, mentally we need to be thinking, okay, we just moved up. We've moved up from the low. And the app tells you this, right? Tell the people who created this thing, maybe they should listen to the app a little bit more. But you're looking at 1137, PS 2.9, 3.18. That's yellow. It's like we could keep going, okay? We could keep going. It's a bull market. And strategy's telling you what you need to know. It's possible we move lower, do not trade in the middle, came in the middle, like this for an end of day rip higher, PS +2 and lower, right? +2 and lower. And you're actually able to get it a little bit, slightly lower. This is probably like a 2.8-ish, right? Because you're coming down 26 cents, almost 30 cents. But really, when you're in this and we see it chopping at 513, we want to pay attention. And that's how you catch this. And I mean, you're catching that and you're running straight up to 515, no drawdown. The same can be said for the open, right? When we look back at the open and we see these 4 bears, right? We've moved down, we opened lower today. You can have a bear bias, right? They're going to keep taking this thing down, but we want to hit this at 512, right? We want to hit this at the strike, slightly out of the money. And if you did that right here, you were able to make some money, but it wasn't a perfect trade. But that's how we need to think about these things, right? So here, green florbs, bulls come in, and what happens? We're just ping-ponging right here. Beep, 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 beep. Right at 513, and then you get the move up. Rest of the day, kind of crap. But this is like equally, if not more important. Where do we stop, people? Where does the move stop? 515. What is 515 from 512? That is 3 strikes up. 3 strike rule, right? So on an average day, we see 3 strikes. And that's exactly what happens. 515, and we just, it's going above it. Oh, it's going above it. Nope. Very common to see this after a big move, right? Because we move from, 511 up to 515. It's common to see this happen where at some point during the session, Wall Street just wants to kill all the calls. They want to kill all the puts. And that's what you do right here. You just burn premium at 515. Next, and probably one of the most common things we see. Look at this. 1530, 330 is when Robinhood auto sells anyone who's trading 0 DTE options that expire that day. You look at this, it's like a bull trend day, right? That's what we'd say. But what do they do at 1530? They kill every single man, woman, maybe some children in there too, who are in the 515 call. And as soon as they're out, they ramp it. Absolutely ramp it. Just something in your head you need to be thinking, conscious of, like, hey, even if you're holding this all the way through here, you need to be thinking, hey, 1530, around that time, if it's not just ripping through, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. And that's what happened today. That's what happens almost every day because the stock market is rigged. Crazy thing, 10 contracts, 3 bouncing bulls, 2818 is what you're investing, and you're returning 8,872, buying and holding until the end of the session. Because why? Because we closed at a high. So unexpected, right? But that's markets. That's markets. They're going to screw as many people as possible. And when you have NVIDIA opening red, which is like the most important stock in the world right now, it looked like we were going to just turbo nuke. But they decided not to. That's markets. Let's look at QQQ. All right, here we go. This one, a little bit more action, a little bit more volume. So this is wild because obviously, if you remember, we stopped receiving data during this time and volume was still over 100%. That is phenomenal. So when we look at the open, this is a great bear because you get, almost a strike and a half running like no problem. Look at that. You're waiting, you're patient, you see it start going down, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles in a row straight down. Open session, if you're going to do it, hit it and quit it. It's a great time to get out. Even if you're getting out right here, right when it goes below 434. Important thing to remember, right? PS minus 3.72. And your PS here is minus 0.04. And which one makes money? Obviously, this one here. Max gain 49%. And you're getting that 49% really quickly. Rest of the session, what happens? Oh, we go up. Oh my God, it's all over. Oh, we go up. And then we're kind of just chilling right here at 435 below the strike. This Excellent trade. Amazing trade. Let's look at it. Max gain 180%. But the same thing, like this is easy. Why? Because you just get it, right? Like you're going up 1 strike, 2 strikes, and then you're coming almost to 3 here, but you're getting 100% like instantly. Not instantly, but 30 minutes, 40 minutes. That is what we want. And this is actually, when you're seeing volume here at, 89%, that's probably closer to 110, just because we weren't receiving data for all that time. This is essentially a bull at the blue. It's slightly above. We want to trade this. Why? Because, we want this move and we kind of expect it to continue. You can look at all the other tickers during this time and they're just ripping. And if they're ripping, chase it, chase it. Here, why do we not like this? One, price action is just going up. I mean, it's just going straight up, hawking up. And you're only a strike and a half, 2 red lines up from the blue. We expect it to go beyond. And again, this was hard because the volume wasn't there because of the data provider. But even still, you're looking at this candle minute by minute, and we are just ripping up. It's like, don't trade that. Don't trade it. If it starts going down, sure. And then you get another bear, sure. But it's like, don't step in front of the train. Don't get in front of the Hawk movement. But then we have this one here. And what happens? It gets nothing. PS 8.41. PS 3.54. That's what PS tells us, right? It tells us, hey, 8.41, we have moved up a lot. I mean, if you can't look at the chart, and let's just say we're not looking at anything else, and you can't tell that we've moved up higher, you stop trading, right? We just need to know, like, hey, this is a massive move. You're moving from 434 to 438. You're getting 4 strikes higher, right, from the low. Could it keep going? Absolutely. But remember, the higher we go from the blue line, the more risk for bulls. Just like here, the lower we go, the more risk for bears. But really, this is picture perfect day because you take this, you're getting 180% up to here, and you're taking the SPY trade. You're being patient here, right? Because we just moved up. And you're hitting that as soon as you see the 2 green. You get 2 green, you go. What is better than that? Nothing is better than that. Absolutely incredible stuff on a day that could have been a lot better if we had more volume, because I'm telling you, if we had, we backfilled the data, right? So all these florbs, the green and red balls you see, these are all backfilled. But Wall Street is using option flow just like we're using option flow. So as soon as their algos say, oh, we're not receiving data on what everyone else is doing, it kind of just slows down, shuts off. And that's why as soon as you see the spike starts happening again, we start getting data, hey, you get alerts, you get the move, you get your 100% in like 40 minutes, and you get out. You touch grass. Go enjoy yourself. Saying in the Discord, this really reminded me of a Friday, how the price action worked, because during the rest of the week, Monday through Thursday, like the middle session is usually terrible, and this is what happens, right? You get this ping pong. Nothing. But today, we got this big move up, and then there was really nothing until the end if you wanted to catch the move after the Robinhood close. That's it. That is rigged. Hopefully tomorrow everything will be functional. and orderly. We have Jerome Powell speaking. There's a video where we cover how we usually have move, swing, move. We'll see what happens, but either way, it will be big. Rate cuts, no rate cuts, AI this, AI that. Come join us at Rigged. $20 for 20 days. Shout out to all the new guys killing it. Have a good day.